Step into your future with an all-new series, Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Being a cadet means being open to the people around you.
I've spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. It's hard.
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
Holly Hunter and Paul Giamatti star.
You'll encounter challenges your predecessors never had to imagine.
Starfleet Academy. New series streaming January 15th on Paramount+.
Happy News Ear to you too.
Oh, you're too loud.
Am I? Am I too excited?
How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I feel much better. I know I still don't sound great, but I feel much better. I want to say, don't have aches, don't have fever anymore. So, I know that's kept you up at night, worried about my health.
Yeah, I started a candle vigil. I think
it's not candlelight. It's not candlelight. You've just set up candles. You have not lit them.
I didn't light any of them. They're just unused candles, just like sort of strewn about the floor somewhere.
It looks like that Meatloaf video or the Celine Dion video.
The same director, I would imagine.
It's the same song, basically.
It really is. Hey, how's it going being back at work?
I never really took off of work over the last 2 weeks. I was just kind of struggling along, sending out emails, pretending to be doing things. It's been different like in the last 2 days because I was like, oh, I have to be accountable, and people are actually looking at stuff that I do. So it's like, oh, I guess I better log in.
I feel like everybody suddenly realized that they had a job. Like, even though I was technically off, I did a lot of work right before I was off. Yeah. So like now suddenly people are coming back and there's like a lot of like, what's the status of this? And you're like, did you read your emails before the break? Like, what do you mean? What's the status? Like, it feels like everybody forgot what their job was. And then now they're like asking for updates and you're like, relax. You don't know. So you're freaking out, but we all know what's going on, you know?
Yeah. It's like everyone went and they had their holiday breaks with their families, and then they talked about like AI and automation and how everyone's going to be out of a job, and then they're like, oh fuck, I got to make sure that people think that I'm valuable again.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what's going on. It's better to focus on work because the alternative thing that's going on is war. We're doing war again. We're doing oil-based war.
I've never. Is that something that we've done in the past?
I don't know. It feels like
familiar.
It does. It's just Dick Cheney would have loved this.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
It was very surprising that it happened. It definitely caught me off guard. I'm assuming it caught Maduro off guard also. I did not think that we were just all of a sudden, New Year's Day, here's a war for you. Here, enjoy.
We woke up and they said, guess what, overnight? And it wasn't even like so obviously I get a lot of my news from social media. Like I turned on my phone and there were like all these alerts and I was like, oh, fuck. And then the craziest thing was like you go on Threads and you have like Trump, who I don't know where he slept, if he slept at all, like calling into like Fox and Friends in the morning. And he's like, I didn't know that we could do it. And then we did it. And like, it's kind of crazy. Like, it's crazy that we did that and like nobody stopped me. Like, it was like so good and so much fun. And like, did you see that like there were barely any like nobody died, and we just like did it. We just like decided we're just gonna like go and get this guy, and then we got him and his wife. And I'm gonna post about 6 different AI videos and pictures of it to confuse everybody. And then I'm going to stick him in a car and just drive it around New York City just to like fuck with him, And when anybody, and I feel for, I don't feel for him because like fuck him, but like Marco Rubio like did a bunch of like press conferences or like what's going on. Like, what is this? And he's like, like this guy, he's a dictator. Like he was, there was an election, he lost the election. Now, I didn't know this. Remember we talked about the Nobel Peace Prize winner?
Yeah, I know.
She was like a Trump supporter. She's a
Hmm.
Trump supporter also because she was elected.
Yeah,
She and her running mate were democratically chosen, and then Maduro was like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna stay
yeah,
here. So he decided to stay. He's like, I'm not leaving. And then so so Rubio is like, this is like it's a democracy. We're like the beacon of democracy. And Trump is like, do you know about their oil? Trump's like, they got oil. And so we're gonna do that. And you know what? Did you hear that the people of Iran are protesting? We'll take their leader out too. Who
we'll
we got
take that.
next?
Yeah, we got Greenland. Greenland is looking really, really nice. There's people that we're already all over it. We're just like, hey, Greenland, you're next. We're not even gonna talk about it. It's gonna happen in the middle of the night. Colombia, you're looking kind of frisky to me also. Mexico, always looking good.
Yeah, we're just like, we're gonna restart colonization.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just we're just gonna take it over. Like there's all this stuff about like, oh, this is our hemisphere. Apparently, like that's the thing that we're going.
Our hemisphere.
It's great.
Oh my god.
It's crazy pants.
There's and then like Stephen Miller's just like belligerent, just like going
Yeah.
he like yelling at what's his name? Jake Tapper, right?
Yeah.
He's like yelling at him. He's like, this is our right as the Western powers to do this. Okay. It's our right to go in there and just take what is ours. And we're like, okay, so really it is colonialism. Like it's like
Yeah.
this thing. It's like the idea, we talk about like the colonizers when they came to the
Mhm.
land of America, right? And they were like, "Oh, we're bringing Western values to these barbarians."
Yeah.
That's essentially, and they believed that they were doing that also because they were a lot of these times, these like ships that were sent off into the Western world explorers, they were paid through their churches because their churches also believed that God had anointed them, appointed them. It was like
Mhm.
it was like capitalist crusaders. And like, that's essentially what they're doing now because now also these like evangelicals are like, God bless America for
Yeah.
going and saving the Venezuelans. Here's the thing, Real. I have a question. Now, obviously, I'm against America going in and like picking off somebody else's president and first lady in the middle of the
Mhm.
night, in the dark of the night, pulling them out and taking them, abducting them, essentially, kidnapping them.
How do you feel about taking pictures of them with sunglasses on while they're standing up in an Air Force and the guys has to give two thumbs up?
So weird. He was like, he might as well have held up like a newspaper with the date on it.
Yeah.
I'm obviously against that. However, what if somebody did that in America? What if somebody was like, what if I don't know, England, the UK was like, you know what? We're sick of this shit.
Are you trying to get me to agree to a traitorous act on a public platform? I will not. I will not be commenting. No, I don't think that that's a good
No,
idea.
you're right. That's right. We should be really smart about this. Like, it's
Yeah,
not a good idea. Like, I don't want that at all. Like, I don't want
not at all.
no way. I don't want anybody to come here and commit any treason against our president, our democratically 3-time elected president, actually, because the 2020 election was stolen.
Yes, I do know that.
And
Yeah,
and
it's
we're
all
and
wild.
we're commemorating it today on January 6th.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you have off today? I took off today. That's a national holiday. 5-year anniversary of that. It's all crazy. It's crazy. I've been talking to people about it. Like the more right wing minded people or whatever, or like I guess it would be in line with like those evangelicals or whatever that go like, oh, this is our right, and now we're gonna get access to all this oil, and really because we live in America, it's actually we are gonna benefit from this, right? Oh, it was essentially like a bloodless coup. Like we just we just snatched a guy, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
see, this stuff is easy or whatever, and now we're gonna have access to oil or whatever. But it's like, you and I aren't the people that are going to benefit from this. There's going to be a
No.
shit ton of money that gets made because of all the oil. It's not like the people in America, like the actual citizens, are ever going to benefit from it, right? Like our
No.
gas may go down kind of incrementally, just a little bit, but realistically, it is done for other people. It is done for Trump's friends. It is done for industrialists and shit like that. So I don't know, man. It's crazy that it happened. It's crazy that it happened as quickly as it did, and I don't know. It just feels like the world is more unsafe every day with this stuff. So I don't know. Whatever.
We just got to keep our heads down because
Yeah.
it's
Stranger
very.
Things. End it. Let's talk about that instead.
Did you watch it?
I did not. I haven't
Oh,
gotten around
okay.
to
No, we can't. You can't talk about it then.
it.
I with you. What season are you on now? Still
I'm
3?
still on season 3. So like I've made it like since you told me to get back into it. I watched like 3 episodes. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"All right, fine. This is good. Whatever." I don't feel compelled to like stick with it.
Mm.
It's, it's just fucking dragons and not dragons, demons and all that stuff. It's not really my jam. I don't deal with like, dragons and well no, I do deal with dragons. With like, vampires and demons and stuff.
You watch True Blood, so
Oh,
let's not act like there's not enough
yeah,
boobs for you on
yeah,
Stranger
yeah,
Things. That's the
that's
problem,
exactly what it
really.
is. Yep,
That's what it is.
pretty much.
Okay. Well, I did finish Stranger Things over the break with my children, and it was one of the most glorious experiences. The kids are obsessed.
Oh,
It's amazing. No, going back to the safety issue is yeah, we just gotta like keep our heads down and just keep on going, I guess, because this is just like this is going to be the norm now. Like we're
yep.
like we like what you have and we're going to take it and we don't need any congressional approvals and we don't need anything. We're just going to do what we want. And I think that in his mind he thinks that he's doing like amazing cuz he's not like sending our troops to die. Like
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't think that it's war. He's just like it's just like I stopped in and I grabbed it and it's more theft.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really different. I also think it's interesting to hear people talk about like I saw some right-wing person on I don't know some news network. It was like on CNN, one of these like debate panel things,
Mm-hmm.
and she was talking about how like some I think Bakari Sells he was talking about like he was like I want to know like if middle America if Trump won because middle America feels disenfranchised because they
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like they're represented, they feel like the cost of living is too high, they're losing their jobs, how does this help middle
Mm-hmm.
America to use our resources to bomb and now take over another country? And we're not even changing the regime. We're just like taking the president and taking the oil. And then also hilarious is like they're like he has charges against him from like the Southern District of New York. And I was like, huh. You know who else has charges against him in the Southern District of New York?
A few people, yes. Some other elected officials, I
So,
believe, also.
yeah. So like he was like, how does this help that person who in
Mm-hmm.
middle America who voted for Trump because he wants the cost of eggs to go down,
Yeah.
And this person tried to say basically, they're like, well, it's going to be a trickle down effect, you guys, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to stabilize Venezuela and we're going to make it better for the people of Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're not going to want to leave their country and they're not going to want to come into our country and they're not going to come here illegally. And then they're not going to get all of the perks that you get for being an
Mm-hmm.
undocumented person in America, allegedly, like free healthcare and all that stuff like that. Apparently
Yeah.
everybody's they get it at the door. It's like a raffle ticket that you get as soon as you enter America.
Yeah. You can cash it in at the 7-Eleven. I believe that's how you get a blood test.
You get a stamp on your arm, on your
Yeah.
hand, and then you just have to show it. Yeah, like so I was like, what's crazy is that like, this belief that people have that like Republicans or alt-right people still vote based on the economics or like finances,
Mm-hmm.
like it's no longer a thing. Your basis of belief that the middle America is disenfranchised is still under this false idea that it's happening because of Black and brown people,
Hmm.
specifically like immigrants in America. Immigrants are the reason why your eggs are expensive.
Yes. Because there are too many immigrants and they are taking up all of the free services. That's apparently the belief, is that that's how it happens. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know how much they need to see. I don't know. It's the fact that you go back and you look at the economy under Democrats versus the economy under Republicans. When you go back to at the end of the second, from the start of the Second World War to now, 11 of like the 12 recessions have been under Republican presidents, including Donald Trump the last time. So I don't know what it is that people need to see. I feel like what happened is, like, when we reflect back on like the last 10 to 15 years, really what happened is America was doing really, really great, and it was doing really great, and it had a black president, and then this guy was like, "Hey, remember whiteness? Remember how great it was just to be white? And remember how great it was that when you could say shit about Mexican people and Muslims and stuff like that? Let's just do that again. I can do that for you. And I bet you're going to make money off of it." And it's, I don't know. I don't know what they need to see to kind of get out of it, but I hope they do.
How do we get oil? Like, how do you and I get into oil? How do our listeners get into oil where we're like, we can make a buck?
Well, so I think the first thing that we need to do is to die, and then our fossilized remains over the course of, I think, two millennia. It usually takes. I think the pressure turns it into oil. I think that's so. Not us, but our. It's a legacy play that we have to do.
But the legacy is not something that my children can cash in on. You're
No, it's
saying
gonna be. It's gonna be a
no.
little while. Yeah.
No. Okay. Well,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I'll try again. I'll go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
In better news, Zohran Mamdani was officiated into as mayor of New York City. He
Hmm.
was sworn in on a Quran, and people were upset. They said, "What does it say about America that now this Muslim is going to be so?" I'm pretty sure they're like, and Bernie Sanders is holding a Quran and swearing him in like Bernie's not even from here. I'm like, have you heard Bernie talk? He's like the most Brooklyn person I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're upset about the Quran. What do you think about that?
What do I think? I think they're fucking ridiculous. I don't know. If you were being sworn in,
Mhm.
are you putting your hand on the Quran? What are you putting your hand on?
Oh, that's a
The
really
same
good
thing.
question. I read
Yeah.
a really good book recently. I'm like kind of obsessed with it. It's called The Ministry of Time. Raheel, you should read it. It's really, really good. It was on Barack Obama's favorite books list of 2025. Maybe that book. It was really good.
Maybe that. I mean, so because ultimately, like the point of putting your hand on any book is like, hey, I believe in this so much that I will not lie. Like, I will be
Yeah.
honest. I mean, I guess yes. If I am elected to office, I think by default I choose a Quran there. But
I
also, like,
mean, r-
if you think I'm a piece of shit, like, why would you expect me? Like, why would you expect that it even matters to me? You know what I mean?
yeah, also, I think like from a religious perspective, like for Muslims, like we don't
I don't
believe
think we do that.
that. We don't do
I don't
that.
know.
Like you want to talk about Sharia law. Let me tell you, the Saudis, they would not be okay. They're like, this is too much symbolism. This is shirk.
Hmm.
This is blasphemy. He's
Yeah.
blaspheming the Quran by like putting their hand on it or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you would like put your hand on like the Bruce vinyl record or
Yeah,
something
it's
and then be like,
Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue from 1997. I have never been more honest as a human being than when I was 14 years old and that thing came in the mail. I still remember the cover. Heidi Klum was
Teen,
on the cover.
Teen Beat magazine with JTT on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you think I'm a piece of shit, I don't think it matters what book I put my hand on or
Exactly.
what
Yeah.
object, I guess. Yeah, it would be like Andy Cohen's first memoir, I guess, if that's
You
what
would
I'm
do
gonna
that.
be. Uh, um, but I'm really happy for him. He played another banger song.
Oh yeah.
He did a great speech. People are upset. There's a woman named Lizzie Savetsky who was almost a Real Housewife of New York. She's very anti-Zoran. There's a video of her getting on on a New York City bus, and she goes, "Hi, it's me from a New York City bus." And then she says, the fare hike, there's a, the bus is more expensive now than it was before Zohran was mayor. And
Mhm.
now look, and it was like 3 days after he became mayor. And they were like, the bus hikes actually went in September. Like this was agreed upon in September under Mayor Adams. Like it's not anything to do with Zoran. But
Mhm.
people just they want to be. I think that I think people recognize the power of misinformation, and I don't think anybody is interested in just like sharing anything honestly or truly anymore. I think if people are just interested in like keeping people as angry and as ill-informed as possible.
That is going to be interesting to see, I guess, because it's what 6 days into his mayoralship.
Yeah.
Is because like I think this is the experience that we have as people on the left when it comes to like a Donald Trump presidency, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like I felt the effects of a Donald Trump presidency in the last year way more than I felt the effect of a Joe Biden presidency for the 4 years that he was president. Like, in terms of my day to day life, I was
Yeah.
more aware of all the crazy shit that Donald Trump was doing. I was more aware of the news. I was more exhausted as a result, or whatever, right? I wonder for people that are so worried about Zoran, and I mean, if they're being honest with themselves, they're only worried about him because of the fact that he's a Muslim person, right? Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same for them, where they're going to be looking at every single thing that he does and trying to like poke holes in it. Not to say that that's what we do with Donald Trump. Like, the reason why we think
There's
so
no
much about
holes to
Donald Trump,
poke. He's
he's just a big a-hole. Like,
yeah,
it's just a big hole.
a big hole.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but I wonder if that's kind of how they're going to be approaching Zoran. It's like every single day they're going to be trying to find, like, they're going to try to find like some example of socialism ruining New York City or something like that. And
Yeah.
if it's going to be exhausting, I don't know. It's all exhausting. Can't
It is
waste things.
exhausting. You know what else is exhausting? I want to really quickly talk about Rama Duwaji. Now, I told you about her.
Mm-hmm.
Right initially when she was when first of all, can I just say something?
Mm-hmm.
I remember last year, which was just a few days ago, but I remember last year when I told you about Zoran and you were like, meh, whatever. And then like a month later, you were like, oh, he's like kind of like a big deal. And I was like, yeah, hello, hi. And you were like, did you see that guy who ate with his hands? And I was like, yeah, he's
So not true.
amazing.
That
That
is
is,
so not true.
yeah.
I will say you knew about him before. It's a good thing that the listeners don't have access to our WhatsApp chats because I didn't. That was pretty much my was my energy. I was just like, this
Yeah.
guy's not gonna get fucking elected. Now our brother was even more to
They were
more
like,
that
you
end.
guys were like, who's this fucking clown? Who's the big deal? And I was like, he's amazing, guys. He's the best ever. And you guys were like, whatever, stupid sister. There she goes again, yapping about socialism.
Untrue.
And then like
But yeah,
3 weeks later, you guys were like, people like really like him. Yeah.
it's not true.
Anyway,
Yeah.
going back to Rama. So Rama Duwaji, she is his wife. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of emphasis on her right now
Yeah.
because during the ceremony she wore like $600 pair of boots that she's been seen wearing
Uh huh.
multiple times. I would assume that she owns them. She owns $600 pair of boots and they were like, "See? This is what socialists do. They buy expensive stuff for themselves." And it's like, well, no, actually, they're like vintage boots. Like they're good quality. One of the big things that people who are anti-capitalist kind of focus on is like how harmful fast fashion is, how harmful
Mm-hmm.
it is for us to actually be buying $20 boots that like go away after 6 weeks and then we have to buy another pair. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for people in the third world who are likely being paid nothing for the labor to
Mm-hmm.
make those boots. Like it overall is a bad thing, right? So there's a lot of attention that she's getting. So there's like that attention, which is like the bad attention. But there's a
Mm-hmm.
different kind of attention that I feel like I need to talk about as a brown woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be so annoying. And like, I already hate myself for it. And I feel like you're going to roll your eyes.
I hate you because I already know what it is.
But
Because
yes.
Okay.
What do
Can
you
I
think
guess
it
what it
is?
is?
Yeah.
I think it is like it's almost like loving, like over emphasizing how much you love a brown woman to the point where you're just like, hey, get off my ass. You know what I mean? And it is so
Yeah.
infuriating because the rest of the time you're complaining about how hard it is to be a brown woman. It's like, what do you want from people? These poor this is what I say. These poor white women that you attack every week. This is
No,
the
okay.
reason why they need a savior like me.
Okay, so there's this account that whatever. There's an account that posted a picture of Rama, right? And
Hmm.
they were like Rama Duwaji had like maroon nails at the thing. And
Uh-huh.
they were like, Rama, if you're seeing this, the girlies want to know the nail color that you have on. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
But what if Rama was seeing it? And what if she did want to get out to the girlies? No, it's all listen. It is I feel like that is more a reflection of internet culture, right? Like
Yes.
you can be like and you can be hyper about anything. You can be hyper about any person and any conversation that you have online, you will find detractors as well as you'll find, people that support it, right? And they especially with like bots and shit like that, they will seem as fervent in either direction. So
Well,
you
there wasn't a
can't.
bot.
It
It
was that it
wasn't a
was an
bot.
actual
It
girly.
was a big account. It was a big account. And here's my issue with it because people were like, "Why are you getting so mad? Why are you getting so mad? If I see a girly on the street and I want to know what kind of nail polish the girly has on, I'm going to ask the girly." And I was like, "She's not a girly. She's not a girly. She's a whole person." Okay, number 1. Number 2, okay, I just think it's okay. I think that viewing her as a really cool person who is fashionable and really
Yeah.
interesting and like she's an artist. New York Magazine did like an amazing cover of her. She looked really, really cool, everything like that, right? But there is something really interesting about her. She's an interesting person outside of her fashions, right?
Hmm.
She's a whole other person. But the way often that Western culture and specifically Western feminism looks at
Hmm.
brown women and the way that they like hype them up, it just always gives a tinge of like, you're not quite getting it. Like, you're still valuating these people based on what you think is important, right? So, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people calling her the people's princess. They're like, she gives Princess Diana energy. And like, I'm not gonna lie, there are some pictures of her where she's like got her head down and looking up, which is very much a Princess Diana thing. But I'm like, why does she need to be compared to a white person? Like, why can't she just be Rama Duwaji? Like, why does she have to be the new Princess Diana? Why
Hmm.
can't she just be like Zohran is just Zohran? There's nobody else like Zohran that we have experienced before, right?
Hmm.
Why can't Rama just be who she is? And then also, like, the thing with the nail polish is like it's not even that it's just a maroon nail polish. Listen, guys, it's Wicked by Essie. Anybody with 2 eyes can see it. Obviously, we can all see it, all right? But like the other thing that Rama did that was really cool is she's seen wearing this overcoat often, and she wears Palestinian designers. And she purposely wears Palestinian designers because she knows that her fashions are often talked about. So she talks
Hmm.
about like showcasing. It just pisses me off that these like girly pop accounts are like nail polish. Girl, you need to tell me what kind of nail polish. And it's just like nail polish, It's not even a cool color. It's just maroon.
I think I think the most valuable thing that you said in this segment was when you said you're gonna be so annoyed with me because that is so true and it is so accurate. But I honestly like I honestly I do understand where you're coming from. There is like what happens with minorities sometimes is like it gets fetishized, right? Like she is a human
Yes.
being. She's a human being,
Yes.
but it is like remember when there was like that Canadian model that came out with her own version of ghee? You remember that lady? I it is
Ugh.
ingrained in my mind, right? And she's talking about all of the health benefits of ghee, and she was like wearing like a hijab or something, or she was like whatever. As a minority, yes, most of the times we are worried about our. I mean, especially now in like Trump's America or whatever, like we do have a real security concern about being here or whatever.
Yeah.
But yes, as a regular person, you also just kind of want to be like, hey man, like just chill out a little bit, like just treat me as a regular person or whatever, and treat this other person as a regular person. But she's the mayor's wife. She's a high profile person. I think she
Sure.
understands that this comes with the territory. So I think that I think she's going to be perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
she's going to be perfectly fine. It's not about I'm not worried about Rama. Rama seems like she's doing just fine. I'm just irritated with the way that people are dealing with her. It's like she is an accomplished artist. She does her own thing. She is a whole person. You know what it is? It reminds me of, and this is so stupid and you're not going to get it, but I'm going to share it anyway. There's just there are two people that got really famous on Bravo. They have a
Hmm.
podcast called Giggly Squad, and then one of them, she's a comedian. Her name is Hannah Berner, and Hannah Berner and Paige DeSorbo did a red carpet, I think Vanity Fair or something, like at the Oscars, and they met, or maybe it was after the Grammys, and they met Megan Thee Stallion, and Hannah Berner was like really weird about meeting Meg Thee Stallion, and she was
Hmm.
just like, oh, like I love listening to your song, like it just makes me want to beat people up. And Meg was like, well, I just hope it empowers you and like it makes you feel really strong and really good and like just makes you really happy. Like I hope that my music makes you happy, right? And she was just being so freaking weird about it that it's kind of in that same line of like, you don't know how to behave around a person that you think is cool, but you don't understand their coolness because it's not a type of coolness that is presented to you as like Western feminist coolness. But you know that you're supposed to like her because she is, because based on the way the world works and how you're learning, like what the standard of cool is, you will know that you're supposed to like her. But you don't know how you're supposed to like her because it's brand new to you, and it messes with the way that your brain has been taught to look at coolness. And I think
Hmm.
they just don't know how to behave, and so they say and act weirdly,
Hmm.
bizarrely, you know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what it reminds me of, and it is fetishizing and just being like, just be chill. How about you just like act like a normal person? How about that?
I
You know?
I get it, and you're not wrong, right? It is like, you remember that scene in Get Out when she's like, "Oh, my dad's gonna tell you he would have voted for Obama a third term," and then
Yes.
he actually does it,
Yes.
right? But
Yeah.
and yes, I would. I think we would all as a society do better if we just treat everybody normally, and we all treated everybody the same. At the same time, like, to be fair to these people, and not to be fair to, by the way, I know this Hannah Burner person. I didn't know she was a Bravo person, but I saw
Mhm.
something about her this summer. I think something about like her not paying a comedian or something. Anyways,
Ye Yeah,
uh,
she also she plagiarizes, she steals people's jokes, whatever, no big deal.
okay, whatever. Um, I think it's just like, as America gets more and more diverse,
Mhm.
like these are people that are, I mean, they're essentially trying to do the right thing, right?
Yes.
They are, in their eyes, they are uplifting Rama the way that they know how to do it. And the way that they know how to do it is to talk about the fashion, and to talk about, what she looks like, her image and all those things, because those are traditionally the things that get highlighted.
Yeah.
And to be fair to them also, like, a big part of what we have seen happen in America, especially with minority women, is a lot of times they aren't highlighted the way that white women are, right?
Sure.
Like, that definitely happens. So it is their attempt to do that. It may come off being, like, grating to you, but I
Mhm.
also think that part of that grating is just because, it's you know, you're already annoyed. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay.
It's just that,
I've
yeah, I mean, I get it. I said I know that I'm being really annoying
Yeah,
about it, okay?
exactly.
But I want anybody, listeners, okay, write us in. Tell me, am I losing my mind? I'm not.
I, and well, first
Don't
of
tell
all,
me. Don't no,
these
well, I
the
don't need to invite them.
sycophants that listen to this podcast aren't going to tell you that you're being annoying. No, but
No,
I think.
I don't need to invite that.
Oh,
Somebody
that's true.
is going to message this. They're gonna be like, "This bitch, I put up with a lot of it, and now she's coming for nail polish. How dare she?" Anyway,
That's going to be me under a burner account. A BERNER. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, let's swing over to sports. Rough weekend
Ooh.
for the Eagles.
Ooh. And no, rough weekend for the 49ers.
Both of us.
They lost to the Seahawks. The Eagles lost also, but it really didn't matter because they weren't playing their starters.
Yeah, but if the Eagles had won, apparently they wouldn't have had to go against the Niners next week.
That's true. They would have had the number 2 seed, and they would have played the Packers.
Every year my husband talks to me about the seeds. Every year I ask him, seat? He says seed. Seeding. I say like seating, like where they're sitting. That's one thing I don't understand. I don't understand that math. I don't understand the seed math, the playoff seed math. I can only do seed math. I don't get
It's
it.
very simple. It's the teams that have more wins are usually seated higher.
Yeah, but then there's a whole thing about like, but then if in this
Yeah, like the division winners. And all this
division,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
if in this
I'm
division,
I'm sorry.
now let me tell you what was a really rough game to watch was that
What's that?
Steelers Ravens game.
Ooh,
Oof.
game of the year. Ooh,
Ooh,
that was tough.
ooh, tough day for kickers, huh?
Ooh, yeah.
And then their coach got fired.
Their
now.
coach just got fired. Now, do you know about this? Is completely unrelated, but since we're talking about the Baltimore kicker, you know they have a new kicker this year, a rookie kicker. That poor son of a bitch missed that 41-yarder at the end. Do you know about their ex kicker? Do you know who it was?
No.
It was this guy named Justin Tucker, who was the greatest kicker in the history of the NFL. Do you know why they got rid of him?
Why?
Because he was getting happy endings from massage parlors,
Oh
and
my
it came
God,
out there was a
Justin.
whole yeah. So yeah, that's
Okay, I'm looking him up. He looks like he has a face of a person getting happy endings. I'm not gonna lie.
he's really into Christ. Anyways, yeah. So
It's
that
not-
was a rough game.
It's not cheating if
No.
you're just paying for a service. Okay.
But he would no. So, but that's the thing. Like, what was weird about it? Like, it was assault. He's a terrible person
Oh.
because he would go to like regular massage parlors under the
yeah.
guise of like, hey, I need physical therapy or whatever, and then he would try to get people to jerk him off. Yeah, and like he wasn't going to like I'm sure he was going to other spas or whatever also, but he would go to like actual regular physical therapists and stuff like that, and then try to force them to.
Do you know that every single massage person I've ever like regularly gone to has had that experience?
I'm sure. Like
With
I would
me.
imagine.
Just kidding. I've just been swinging my dick out at people. They're like, "Where did you get that from?" Anyway. Well,
yeah, man,
yeah.
it's a tough business.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
The kicker. Okay, so then they replaced him with this new
They
kicker
replaced him with
who
this new guy,
who
yeah, and
ate
then he
shit.
missed. Yeah.
Well, it was crazy because the Steelers kicker missed a kick. He
Mhm.
missed the extra point, so then we're like, "Oh, that's it. That's a wrap." Then
Yeah.
the Ravens are going to get they're going to win. They're going to get their 3 points and win. Nope.
Nope. Sad.
Not even.
Football's
He wasn't
sad,
even
man.
close. He wasn't even close. He fucked it all up. It wasn't even blocked. He just did a bad kick. Ugh. That's too much pressure on one person. Can I just say?
So apparently that's what makes kickers, like professional kickers, actually special. So the number of people that can, by the way, I'm sorry, this is so mansplaining, but I remember like an article that I read like 10 years ago. Apparently, the number of people that can physically make that kick, there's a huge number of people that can do it. So like if we think about all the people that play soccer that have like the leg strength to make that kick, there's thousands upon thousands of people. This like the specialty for NFL kickers is the fact that you can do it under pressure because it's crazy amount of pressure. Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel really bad for him. I feel bad for
Yeah.
him. But also, like, if that's your one job, like, I don't know, maybe like figure
You
it
could just
out.
do it better.
Maybe
Yeah.
just like do it better. Anyway, very exciting times. The Eagles and the 49ers are going to play next Sunday. If you are on the Patreon, we are going to have a chat going again. We had a chat going this weekend,
that's
and
true.
it went poorly. It went very
It went
poorly.
poorly. It went poorly only because it was like that was like a really, really tough game to watch because the offense couldn't get anything started, and the Seahawks were like they were just playing lights out or whatever. So that was a tough one. Hopefully, I'm pretty optimistic about this Sunday. your husband and our cousin are going to the game
Yeah,
in
they are.
Philadelphia. I
Yeah.
am not going because I'd rather not be pummeled in Philadelphia, unless I pay
No,
for
he
it.
would protect you
Oh,
unless you
okay.
paid for it. He would protect you. He would make sure, and also it would just be so
What do you do? You
uncomfortable.
just say, "Hey, stop that."
No, he would fight for your honor.
Aw, wait.
Um it would be really awkward though, because you know that if the 49ers win and then you guys like carpool, then you're going to have to sit in the car and just like deal with his like super sad negative energy, and like that's not easy to be around, I can tell you.
So I've had that experience once with him. So we went to watch an Eagles 49ers game, I want to say
Mhm.
like 4 years ago.
Oh
But it was a
yeah.
regular season game, yeah. And the 49ers won. And then the worst part wasn't like the drive back. The worst part was leaving the Eagles stadium is a fucking nightmare because they're
Yeah.
basically in the middle of like a residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting after the game, and it's like, what do you talk about? Well, we usually just talk about football. But it's like, I don't want to talk to him about football. I just watched my team kick his team's ass, you know? And then
Yeah.
I fell asleep on the highway. So
Well, oh, good. I will say this, that he is really stressed out about it because he said, "quote This is gonna rip our family apart."
it's not.
It
Um,
is. He's worried. He really loves you.
Aw. Well, listen,
Yeah.
man. Like, if the Eagles beat the 49ers, that's okay. It's okay in my eyes. I will accept him because I did have that experience in the NFC Championship game a couple years ago.
Mhm.
Now, what he does with himself, that's between you and him. I'm assuming you are rooting for the Eagles.
I am. And you know what I said to him? And I said, "But you know what? If the 49ers win, I wouldn't be mad about it." And he looked at me and he said, I would be." I was like, "Oh, right."
And don't you feel it's fucked up the fact that you're like the Eagles just won? It's like 11
But
months
still,
ago.
like 100%. Like I am like, okay, it's fine. Like if they lose, it's not a
Yeah,
big deal. Like it just happened. It's fine.
yeah.
And he's like,
They just
"No." So greedy. Like get a grip, please.
But you are supporting his greed. You are
I share a household with him, okay? You're worried about one car. You were worried about waiting with him for a
No,
couple of
that's true.
hours, okay? I have to spend multiple, because then what happens if they lose this? They're out, right? Like whoever loses, that's it.
Yeah,
Are they out
yeah.
of the
It's the end.
tournament or
It's
whatever?
the playoffs. Yeah, it's the end of the year, end of the season.
Yeah. So like, I'm worried, but I said I wouldn't be. I would be okay with the 49ers winning, and he keeps being like, "I'm not okay with that. Can you please stop saying it?" And I'm like, "Well, it is what it
If the
is."
49ers lose, then I'm gonna I think I'm gonna turn my attention and my support towards an AFC team. I'm not sure who. Probably Buffalo. It'd be nice to watch Buffalo win. I
Yeah,
think.
I have a question. Why aren't the teams grouped by the mascot?
What do you mean?
Like, shouldn't we have a team of just like the cats, like different types
Okay,
of cats,
we
and then
could do that.
we should have a team of like birds, or like
Okay,
a conference of birds,
that's good. And
and then
then
we
a
do
team of people. So like a 49er is a person, and a cowboy is a person.
no, a cowboy's a horse.
No, a
No, the
cowboy.
horses are all
It's in the
no,
fucking
but
name.
yeah, but I associate cowboy with a horse.
It's a boy. It's a cowboy.
It's
It's
a
a proper
boy.
noun. It's a
It's a
noun.
boy.
Who
Yeah,
says a cowboy is a
but
horse?
I think cowboys go in the horse category.
Like a mascot, maybe. But I don't know if the Cowboys have a mascot. But if they
Yeah,
do,
they
I'm sure it's a
got a guy
person.
with a. It's actually a cowboy.
It's a guy.
It's a
I
boy.
I can't believe I went like you made me double think this. It's
I
cowboy.
was like, it's a horse. And then you have
Um,
like leaders, like chiefs, commanders,
well, I mean, those are all racist a little bit.
a little bit. But
Yeah.
you got patriots,
Yeah.
and then you have I think I have to think through the other categories a little bit.
Like
But
like the Chargers are a lightning bolt. How would that go? That's,
no, it's not that. But no, the charger, it's a charger. It's a leader.
What's a bill?
It's a cows. The Rams.
It's
You got the Rams. You got
mhm.
the Bills.
No, but the Bills, the name of the city is Buffalo, not the name of the mascot. A
Yeah, but
bill is just it's
it's a
a Bills.
buffalo. It's a
No,
buffalo.
no, it's just a bunch of people named Bill. That's what the Buffalo Bills means.
It's actually invoices. That's their mascot is invoices. Anyway. Okay. It's time for this week's Fuck, Marry, Kill. It's very stupid. It's inspired by all of us going back to work this week and hating our lives. Okay. Fuck, Marry, Kill.
You can ask me which coworkers I'm gonna fuck, marry, and kill. I don't think I.
No. Here's your options. Okay. Number 1, a last minute request for a quick chat from your boss that I am that you get. Now, I'm not talking about the quick chat itself. I'm saying that I am that you get, saying you free for a quick chat.
What time of the day are we saying? Time of the day?
End of the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
The Monday after Christmas break,
Okay.
which was yesterday.
No, it was last week.
And no, the Monday, and like Monday after a long, like,
New Year,
yeah. The
yeah.
first Monday in the new year, we'll say.
Okay.
The first Monday in the new year. And then the last one is an icebreaker, but it's not just a regular icebreaker. It's an icebreaker over Zoom where you don't know if people are laughing or not.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill out of those. I mean, they all seem pretty awful. I mean,
Yeah.
I will say are you free for a chat without any context scares the bejesus out of me.
Oh.
I see that, I'm like, oh, okay, so somehow my search history popped up here. I don't know, I'm probably using the wrong computer or the wrong network. I'm fucked here.
Throat straight into the anus.
Yeah, right into the anus. I think we can kill that one, right?
Okay.
I would say kill that one.
Okay.
What are the other two? So it's like the Monday.
The Monday in the new year, the first working full day after in the new year.
And the last one?
And the last one is a COVID era Zoom icebreaker.
Okay. So yeah, I would marry the Monday after the new year. And
wow.
The reason being, like, this is now my 21st year of working, like, professionally, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm married to that. I'm going to be married to that for the rest of my life. I can't avoid a Monday after New Year's.
Unless we get into the oils.
Unless we get to the oils, or unless, like, we adopt a new Trumpian calendar or something like that. And he just says, whatever. So I will have to marry that. Is it going to be a happy marriage? No, but no marriages are, from what I hear. Nobody's happy. And then, you know what? I will fuck, because it is dangerous, like a COVID icebreaker. Because what if you do well? Because I know myself, and I'm going to be annoying, and I'm going to try to make a joke, right? So I would rather, like, that's the energy that I want to go into when I'm going fucking anyways. Because it's like, hey, I don't know if the other person is going to be enjoying this or not anyways. You know what I mean? So
wow. Amazing advertisement for yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there, 2026 is the year to find out for yourself. But yeah, I think that's the way it goes.
Okay. I understand what you're saying about the marriage. I think that I'm with you on that, about marrying the Monday after, because you're right. This is our lot in life.
This is what happens.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
I actually would kill the icebreaker because I hate an icebreaker. I hate it. And I especially hate being like presenting the world with like my amazing witty self and like not getting any responses. Like that kills me. Forget it. Me killing it kills me. Okay. I would die. And then I'm going to go with effing that last minute quick chat because
it could be great.
It could be great. There's something really thrilling about it, like the adrenaline rush that you get, and then like and they're like, it's a quick chat, and then you like get on and you put on your best version of yourself because it's your boss. You put on your best version of yourself, and then your like heart is racing, and then the adrenaline rush, and then you're like, it's like a 7-minute call, and the boss talks about something completely that was like super chill, nothing.
What if they want to gossip?
Like, yeah. And then you get off and you end the call. You're sweating through all of your clothes, but you tell yourself, you're like, I can't believe I sweat through my clothes. Like, that wasn't even a big deal.
You know what? You
And
make a
that-
good point.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll switch my answers. Yeah. We will
Yeah.
kill the icebreaker. Yeah, icebreakers can get fucked.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
I like that.
All right, great. Well,
Very good.
that's it for this week's chat. We are going to be back for
Indeed.
Traders. Traders is back I think on Thursday. So we are going to be doing an episode on Friday, and then that'll be our Trader specific episode, but moving forward from next week we got to figure out our schedule, but I don't know if we're going to do Traders only chats or do this episode plus the Traders chat. It just depends. I don't know what other country we're going to be going to war with. So it's just it's hard to plan that out, you know?
Yeah, what if we go to war with Scotland? Is that what Traders is?
I don't like that.
I don't like it. You know, they do have a problem with him out there.
Yeah. Well, also he like hates Ireland because of Rosie O'Donnell.
And
So
like the golf courses and stuff. Golf courses.
it's a whole thing. Anyway.